up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Spotlight here on hype-radio.com. I'm your man Shadow, and tonight we got a real treat from you. We got young Sixx, up-and-coming artist, going to bless us with some of his wisdom and let us know what it took for him to get to where he is now, because the man is making noise. So it is what it is. It's going to make a difference in your life if you pay attention. But just let it be known, I have brought you another great artist. This is what we do here on hype-radio.com. Once again, I'm going to tell you like it is, getting everything together. I'm your man Shadow, and this is the Spotlight on hype-radio.com. I'm dealing with an artist tonight, goes by the name of young Sixx. And he's making noise, so let it be known, I'm bringing you the best of the best. We're going to get him on here pretty soon. And we're gonna ask what's going on and what's up with you, Ness? I ain't seen you in a minute, shawty. We gonna get this man on here and we're gonna find out what it took to get to where he's at, cause he's making noise. We're gonna find out everything. We gonna ask this man everything. Everything is up for grabs right now. But he got a hot little single out. It's called Work. And we're going to play a little bit of that for you today, too. So make sure you tune in. Stay right where the fuck you are. Tell a friend to jump on this, because we doing shit here. And y'all got to get an understanding. We ain't just having fun with this shit. We do this. Let me see if I can get this man on here real quick. Like, let's see here. See if we can get him to. Oh, that's the man himself. What's up with you, bruh?
What's up?
Man, sometimes me, all the time you, bruh.
I feel it. How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, you know, I'm feeling a little good. It's close. It's the weekend. I ain't got to do overtime this weekend, so you know I'm feeling kind of cool. I get to meet a great artist, up and coming artist. I get to share with my people from here, all through the West Coast. Down to Vegas, Texas, Atlanta, Detroit, before they was fucking up Ukraine. You know, I'm in Brazil a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Excuse
You
me.
based up in you up north, right?
Yeah, we up here in Northern Cali. We up here in the capital, Sacramento, bruh.
Facts.
And,
I ain't been up there yet. I'm gonna have to make a trip up there.
come on, bruh. You welcome anytime. My house, your house. Come on through.
I feel it.
Okay, let's get this thing started. Let's let the people know exactly who we speaking with tonight, because I done told them, but it's better coming from you.
It's your boy Young Sixx, a.k.a. Mr. 101, a.k.a. Mr. IE himself. I'm in the building, you know.
Let it be known.
Hype radio is real. Well, it's really going down.
Let it be known. Now, where you from, player? Because a lot of cats ain't going to believe it.
Germany. Let's say Germany straight off the top, but you know, I'm based out here in Riverside right now.
Now, that's where I got to chime in. You based at.
Yeah.
It's not too many cats based there who's got talent like you, bruh. Like, how did this come about?
I'm gonna tell you, to keep it real, like when I first moved to America, I was in Atlanta for 6 months. I didn't really like the scene too much over there. I felt like where I was doing musically, I didn't fit in, and so I had family here in the West Coast. I was like, all right, let me touch on the West Coast and see what I can do there and move and groove. So they weren't based in LA, the big market, or up north. They're in Empire and Riverside. So I was like, I went back here and then said, okay, that's where I'm based. That's where I'm gonna start and build a foundation there, brick for brick.
Now, are you family based, or are you actually in one of our armed forces here?
No, not base. Okay, base. I'm just saying.
That's what was throwing me.
My family's here, and this is where I'm moving out of Riverside. That's
okay,
like
let's sharpen that up, because when you said from Germany, I'm like, ooh, it's bases out there. But you know, we get.
Yeah, it is true. Facts about that. But that's not what I meant. I'm just saying, like I'm right here in Riverside. That's my AO, my operation area.
Now, from ATL to Riverside, that's a big change, because you know ATL is kind of like the mecca right now. Now, when you went to Riverside, that had to be like, what the fuck?
Another culture shock. So going from Germany to Atlanta was a culture shock, and then like it was a whole nother change of pace going to where everything's happening. Everybody's at something going down every night to Riverside, where it's just like every once in a blue moon something popping off. It really ain't got the how do you say, the industry like we need or we should have here that I'm trying to build. But yeah, it was just like two culture shocks. It was like jumping in the cold water feet first each time.
Now, you go from Germany to Atlanta. What were you doing in Germany?
Oh, that's where I'm from. That's where I was living, in Germany.
Okay.
So
now, how'd you end up in Germany, bro? Because you know Germany ain't just a drive. That's you had to plan to get there.
That's a flight.
Yeah,
that's actually like a 12-hour flight.
Ooh,
so,
how'd you even end up in Germany?
Through the military. Family was in the military.
See, I was there.
Yeah, when they came back, I was like, I don't know nothing here, so I might as well just stay there. So I stayed there. I hooped for a little bit. Then I got into music. I was actually doing like events and like concerts and so on and so forth. And then I was writing for a bunch of German labels. And then after a while, I was like, yo, I want to take it to the next level. In order for me to do that, I would have to come to the States. So I came to the States, got a degree in business while I was in Atlanta.
Nice.
And then I was like, all right, I got to figure out where I'm going to be at and how it's going to work.
Okay. So you was balling in Germany?
Yeah.
Okay, see now, I got a cat here. Shout out Deion Taylor. He was balling overseas. And I got a couple other brothers. I had a chance, but I found out about bills early. So I couldn't go over there for my chance. But a lot of people say that a lot of athletes want to be rappers, and a lot of the rappers want to try and be the athletes. With you being over in Germany balling, that's money. Because once you hit a couple of your quotas when you balling, they cash you out, bruh. What made you?
We got paid on contracts. We got paid on contracts. Yeah.
So how you leave?
Get paid good.
How you leave? Get paid good contracts to? I'm gonna try this music thing.
It's a passion. No, I got hurt. So I got hurt, and I didn't get to renew the second one. And like I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and do what else I got to do to make. I always had a passion for rapping, so I said, let me go ahead and go stateside and make this thing work.
Okay. So we in Germany. We got injured. We got this music thing going. We wrote for a couple of German labels. By the way, I'm gonna need some of that music. And then we came to Atlanta. Then we went through another culture shock and hit Riverside. Now, here we are today. And Mr. Young Sixx is making motherfucking noise. What was it that you brought from Germany, Atlanta to Riverside that has got you like really climbing the mountain the way you're doing? Because you're climbing fast, bro. A lot of people don't realize it. You up and coming fast.
I think while I was in Germany, I had a chance to learn the businesses. Like, first thing I was doing, even though I was doing music, I was booking tours for artists. Like, I toured with artists and I brought them overseas. So I got to see the behind the scenes. I wrote contracts for artists. I used to do their writers and all that. So I know the back end of doing that. And then when I worked for the labels, I understood and I handled contracts, getting numbers and points. So I had a bit more business mindset versus a lot of other independent artists. I was saying, like, me, myself performing, like, I performed on 5 out of the 7 continents worldwide just off of my music alone, just off my hustle, hitting up promoters from Facebook at the time and then getting shows and so on and so forth. So, like, I know I have a good understanding of how the business works. So now it's like, for me, it's like being here in this little small market in Riverside. It's like trying to exploit that at the same time.
Now, I know you benefited from it. There's some cats and major labels who know you benefited from it. But was that your plan when you took the business course to apply it to this music game, or were you just trying to broaden your horizons, say?
Exactly. I just wanted to broaden my horizon. When I got my business thing, I was like, okay, well, if music doesn't be what I fall into, I have something to fall on. I can go start a business and something else and figure that out for myself. I just always wanted to have something solid to fall back on, because with music, you never know. It could go, it couldn't go. So like I said, I left Germany. Over there, I was just performing, hosting events, and I lived mainly off music and what I had left from basketball. So when I came to the States, it's like, hey, I'm starting from scratch now. I'm starting from zero. So let me have something just to say. And, you know, they preach education over here, but if I'm keeping it 100, man, that I got the degree, but to me, that's just another paper with some black ink on it at this moment in time. So,
right. Now, with you
I use the knowledge, but yeah.
Now, with you promoting and doing shows and shit, like, that was almost kind of like getting a cheat code almost.
Yeah. And
a lot of people don't realize that it's something. I've done a lot of promotion and special events. Like, them writers be something else, and you sitting there writing for them, and bruh, like them writers is vicious. I want a bowl of Skittles that's silver. I want peanut M&Ms that are platinum blue. Like, bruh, I did a show here with Montel Williams, and this tall ass nigga, I'm 6'6", and he looked down on me, but this tall ass nigga asked me he wanted 3 different cereals and Dream Milk. It took me 2.5 weeks to find out what the fuck Dream Milk was, and it's rice milk.
I ain't never heard of that.
Bruh, 2.5 weeks. And it literally because Dub C at the time was coming out with his last album, and he turned to a vegan lifestyle. And I happened to mention while he was there, damn, I got to figure out what this dream is. He's like, oh, that's rice milk. I was like, nigga, what? This nigga want rice milk for his bruh. Nicki Minaj's writers had to have like 3 different types of chicken wings, and it's crazy.
Yeah. People be asking for crazy stuff, and I told myself, yo, when I get to that point where I'm sending out writers, I'm not gonna do this to these people. I'm just gonna get this money, put on the show, make sure everybody enjoy themselves. I remember I was doing a show for Rihanna in Switzerland, and she was already banking like 1.5 on the show, and then she wanted back in too, and a percentage of something else. I'm like, Jesus, bro, like, hey. I said, I can't wait for the day come where I get asked like that. I wouldn't even care about the writers. Like, oh, you paying? You got no question about paying? We straight. Let's get the show.
We can swing through a drive-through on the way to the show. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
these artists be asking for some crazy stuff.
Crazy shit, just retarded shit. I think they do it just to see if they can get away with it. To be honest.
Yeah, but sometimes I believe like since they was always coming so far overseas, and I never understood it. Like every time I talk to a manager or somebody, they be like, "Oh, well, that's so far. They don't want to travel." I'm like, "You don't want to travel? Like that's the point of becoming an artist. You can travel and see the world. Like we gonna give you the money you're asking for." They be like, "I need to come with like 20 people." I'm like, "Bro, we can't. How we benefit from that? We don't benefit bringing you over there with 20 people. Like we want to make some money off the show too, but." They always tell me, "Oh, you'll understand when you're in that position," and it's like I guess for me, like when I did my shows and I traveled like I said, "Oh, you can't afford my DJ? Well, give me a house DJ. I'm sorry, DJ, but this is the way it is.
Right.
You can't give me a cameraman? I'll figure somebody out over there." But these guys, like I dealt with a lot of headaches and lost a lot of money at the same time. Like, damn,
it's sickening.
It is what it is.
Now,
it's a learning process.
With all this learning process you did, and you've put this in this little ball. When are we going to expect, because people taking off these masks, when are we expecting you on another show?
I'm working with One Umbrella about that. Like, since I do have the promoter side of me, I'm looking for venues all the time that I can just go ahead and book out the venue and do it myself. I'm about to do a little tour with a partnership I'm running with. It's OOF, it's a cannabis company, and I'm about to go to the East Coast, do some promo tours there. So we're going to see. Hopefully that'll fall through a little bit between July and August. So
okay. Now, with you being in Riverside, and it's not a big music market, are you starting to find that you're starting to get some followers from out of there?
Yeah, I got a quick little fan base following. I'm learning the ins and outs. You know, in California, you got to deal with the politics of who you are and where you're from in the gangs. So me coming from Germany, I don't fall into that. It's like I didn't grow up with that establishment in me. So I move and I try to work with any and everybody. But I'm learning the politics. Oh, you can't do something with them. You can't do this. You got to move this way. So I'm learning slowly but surely how that's going. But like as soon as I figure it all out and I can make it work for my brain and what I'm trying to do, I'm definitely gonna book a lot of shows in the Inland Empire because we need it. We got artists here that want to move out and do things, and like next to us is LA, but it's like we want to be attached to LA, and I don't think that's a good thing for like Riverside and the Inland Empire. It's like we got to make our own name, make our own foundation, and build on that.
Okay.
So that's like what I'm always saying is always one time for the IE. Like I got it printed everywhere. Every time I do something, it's one time for the IE, Riverside to be exact. And that's something I'm really big on. Is like, okay, every city has their go-to, and LA's one of the biggest market, but when LA get on, they come out here and do shows while we can't do the same like switch. But it's just about building and making a network for it.
We have the same problem here in Sacramento because they want to attach us to the Bay, and
Yeah.
we're not the
See,
Bay.
I didn't know that. See, well, me
Yeah.
coming from Germany, I didn't know that at all. So I thought Sacramento is the Bay, like that's the same area. So I wouldn't have known the difference.
The Bay, 45 minutes that way, bruh. We are not the Bay. We are different, but we got real talent here. We got a lot of great artists, hip hop, R&B, otherwise poets. Like we got a lot of talent here, but those who don't have the talent like to show love to outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
If we showed half the love to the great artists that we have in this city, oh, we'd be on. But
yeah.
We don't, so we fight that every day.
Same way here. Like we got a bunch of we got a few media outlets that are representing the IE, but it's always like the same little group of artists that they keep pushing. Like they try to push this narrative from us, and they don't want to attach to something different. And it's like I'm open with anybody, and I understand. Like when you are used to accustomed to something, you kind of stick to that. You don't want to branch out, and I see that when the music that I release. Like, I just released a freestyle called the LA Report Card Freestyle. And it was basically saying that if there's talent in the IE, I'm going to represent that. And I have more flack from people in the IE. Like, oh, well, you know, we need this and that, and we need to be with LA. And like we should be out here to stand on our own ground. And I reached out to like a blogger, and I was like, look, I'm about business first. If I see you posting all these other artists, I'm from the same area, I'll pay to be on your page. Tell me what I gotta pay. He's like, oh, it's not that. I felt he gave me the straight Hollywood shuffle. It was like, oh, you know, we working with this company and that company, so, you know, it's just not. I'm like, okay, bro. Just say my music is not up to your liking or whatever, and like tell me what you need to do. So just give me the straight answer and give it to me.
Right.
But then I got on a podcast with somebody, and he gave it to me straight. And like we spoke straight up, and like you have those who will be real about it, and you have those that be like, oh, well, we want to do what we have to do so we can be accepted from bigger markets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
okay.
That's the energy, though.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Now, let's go ahead and get down to it. You got a hot single, bro, called Work. Is there an album that this is from?
Nah, that's just the energy I stepped into 2022 with. That's like, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna figure out how to get it done because I'm tired of sitting back door to everybody just building and building. So it's now let me go ahead and do the groundwork. Let me get out here. Let me shake hands. Let me rub elbows. Let me meet the different people I need to meet and put in this work. So that's basically what that single is.
Yeah, it was a cold line, and I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but I can't remember. Like, I'm gonna play a little bit of it here while we talking about it. Yeah. Who did the production work on this?
It's a German production.
What?
It's a German production. MK.
Now,
MK produced like 2 of my singles. He's from Stuttgart. Yeah.
Now, as talented as you are with the business and everything, do you do some of your own production work?
Nah, I haven't got into the production side. Me, it's all the straight lyrics, songwriting, formatting songs and so forth, but not the production.
Okay.
I want to focus more on just being an artist.
Well, this sounds really good, bro, because it's the truth. Like, I like the beat. This is that bounce shit.
That's that energy you need when you get up in the day. Like, I gotta get going. Like that's what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is definitely go to the gym or fresh out of the bed, turn something on, hit the shower with this going.
Yeah.
Like, I think the line was some what's my wrist or something. I can't remember exactly how you said it.
That's the second verse. I think I know what you're talking about. Hopped off the porch and I took all the wrist.
Yeah.
Come don't pay, please. Well, explain my wrist.
That is a cold ass line. This shit done.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. This is smack. Now, as hype as this song is, I can't even imagine what you're gonna do with a video with this. Is there a video for it?
I want to shoot a video for it, but like I'm trying to find the right director for it, and I'm trying to find the right angle to how to shoot it. Like, 'cause with all that energy, it got to be translated into the visual. So I've been working on it. That's why, like, you seen the other visuals drop before that one, because it's like, okay, I need this visual to come off top so I can make sure every blog reposts it, everybody go to search for it, and everybody looking for it. So
now my question,
I just ain't figured it out.
My question to you, because maybe I'm aging myself. Videos used to actually go with the song. Are you going to do this? Or are you going to do this song and the video ain't got nothing to do with it type feel?
Nah. Hey, all my videos are lined up to go with my music.
Okay.
Like, I don't like those, like, people like, oh, I was going for this artistic. Like, nah, I wrote the song, I want the visual to match. Yeah. I've never been one of those, so let me just throw some pieces together and make it artistic and reach for something. Nah, so I've been having a little hiccup or delay with that, trying to figure out exactly how to make this video fall in the right place.
Yeah, because I've listened to the song. I've been listening to it all day. It's been here in rotation on hype-radio.com all day long. And I'm like, this video can go so many different ways. Like, I literally wrote it down. I'm like, let me ask him which way is he going to go with the video on this. Because
hey, if you got ideas, shoot me in my DM, and I definitely will put it in consideration.
I'm going to work on that for you, because I was like, God, this is going to be difficult. But it is a great song. Your production is great. The energy is just through the roof with it. What's next?
Yeah. So next, once I get that video done, like I said, I'm still pushing to get that video done before I go on this little promo tour. Plan to hit New York, do some interviews, New Jersey, and Atlanta. And I think I might have something lined up in Texas. But like I said, I'm going to put in the work and get behind that song, because I feel like it has potential to be a lead single, a breakthrough single. The only thing is, like, it's not your typical West Coast song. It's not your typical, it's definitely not typical West Coast. So this has been my whole thing, is pushing that. Like, okay, I'm here on the West Coast, but I'm different. So let me just keep pushing that issue. And it's like, I run into DJs who like it, and they'll tell me, I was like, yeah, but it don't fit our tempo here. It doesn't mean that. Okay, cool. Well, I'll find out where it finds.
It's almost like you need to film the video with your tour.
You know what? I was thinking today. I was trying to do like the Kanye West joint.
Right.
Wire. Yeah.
Right.
And I was gonna have somebody. Now then, being independent, gotta find me a videographer who's willing to take that trip with me. If you're willing to take that trip, then all right, let's go on the road and get it done. But everybody's paid first, and we don't have too many cooties and chikes out there. So.
Right. Facts.
Right.
A lot of cats want to get on, and they want to get them big checks right away. Like, you ain't did nothing but your baby sister's birthday party. Now you want me to pay you these thousands and thousands?
Exactly.
You crazy as fuck. But it happens. So, how long have you been in the music game? I know you went to Germany with it and all, but exactly how long have you been doing music?
Man, I did, like I say, my first, if I'm saying professional career, the first time I got paid to do a show, I was still a senior in high school, and I didn't really know nothing at the time. So I say a good 5+ years.
Okay. And you were singing in high school?
Nah, I was still playing basketball, and like I said, at the show that I did, bro, I covered like some G Unit songs. But at our clubs there, to grab the attention, I was like, okay, let me give them something they know before I throw in my music.
Right.
I started off with some G Unit music, because that was the biggest thing that we had in Germany at the time. G Unit was popping, and we had like some Trillville artists. I was actually opening up for Trillville.
Okay.
So yeah, they came over, like, it was just like past their hate time, and like that's what people don't know about Germany. Like, if you build a fan base here and it lasts in Germany, no matter how long you've not been doing music, like, you can still go over there and do shows.
Overseas is where the money is.
Like, that's one thing that I miss about the building with the fans, and just that connection. It's like, it's so many different artists, which is not a bad thing, but the fans are spoiled. They get something new every week.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the music that we got while we're in Germany, it'd be like new to y'all, but we'll get it 3 months, 6 months to a year later before it actually hits us. Now things are a little bit faster with all the IGs and the social medias is getting there faster. But for the break, like on the radio, we never really played the radio music out there. It didn't hit in the club, then we didn't hear about it. But the DJs are pretty up on it now. But like I said, if you build a fan base in Germany, you good for life.
Okay. Now, what is your label again?
IAR Entertainment. It's a rap.
Now, are you going to be reaching out to other artists? Are you open to people reaching out to you? Or are you concentrating on yourself for right now?
I'm definitely open for collaborations and networking and building, but I don't believe it will make sense for me, with me not being established like I want to try to bring an artist on. Okay. Unless we both agree, it's like, look, we both want to do this. If something were to happen, if you got to the door first, we set up something where it'll benefit both of us, then yeah. But for me to just straight go like, look, I'm gonna sign you to this label, I can't sign nobody to a label where I'm not where I want to be at the same time. Would it be like we'll be both we're in a race? It's like it's a marathon or a relay race, and it's like, okay, you hand me the baton, and I go, then I hand you the baton, and we just run it around till we get it right. So like, I definitely want to put myself in a position, and I feel like once I put myself in that position, that I'll be able to handle it business wise, and I'll be able to work with artists. Because you hear about industry, somebody signed to an artist and they don't like the deal they got. Well, because that artist at that time is still trying to push himself. And of course, when you're trying to push yourself, you're always going to put me first.
Okay. Yep. Right. That's real. That's real. That's real as fuck. That's real as fuck. Wow.
Yeah.
Never really thought. Yeah, that's real as fuck. Okay, so we have the label. We doing this whole movement thing now. As fast as your music is moving, because from overseas to down south to here on the West Coast, and you climb, because for you to be working with Billy Knight like on One Umbrella, that's something else. When you get to the top, and you got your degree and you're done doing the music, and the industry has enabled you to be able to open up a business of any kind, what is that business going to be for you?
I'm definitely going to have a label at some point in time where I can help more artists out of the IE, because I believe this is an unexploited market. Like, there's so much here that could be done that people are just not paying attention to. Like I said, most people, as soon as we get any kind of little traction with anything, we want to attach ourselves to LA, and I'm trying to take away from that. I would definitely see myself opening up a nightclub, and as many endeavors as I can get into. I'm about to try to start a little class with artists that are trying to come into the game and tell them, like, look, let's get on your NFTs, let's get your crypto, let's find ways to make money and fund it and like that. So it's like I do a lot of those things on the side for myself, but a lot of guys don't know that. Like, I do a lot of music. They don't see me on TV or on the radio, but I mainly make my music and I make money off of it, and I can profit off of it. And a lot of independent artists don't like that. They don't know how to do it.
Let me know when you start those classes. Let me know when you start those classes, because I need to sign up. I'm trying to learn that shit. That shit is not an easy learn, bro.
It's not, but it takes time and dedication, and you gotta understand. I tell a lot of people, like, this game is like it's like a pimp and hoe game. At some point in time, you gotta be the hoe, and you just gotta get pimped out, and then once you get your foot in the ground, then you gotta go return the favor back, and it depends on what you do with it after that.
Now, I see what you reference to the game, but outside of that, what do you feel that this music game is really coming to? Like, where do you think it's at right now?
I mean, it's hard to say. It's everywhere. Like, one thing about California is, like, I believe we need more variety of music, because our music don't reach outside of California. And I really would like to. We have maybe like one or two artists that are traveling now. Like, because I study that. I look at the artists that are actually moving outside of California, and I look at the music that they're making. Now, there's a such thing to me as, like, you're LA famous. There's LA famous rappers, but those rappers can't go outside of LA and perform, put on shows, unless they're attached to bigger names. So it's like, I really want to change the narrative and the perception and the wave of California music. And but outside of the music industry, as far as where it's going, like, Snoop just opened up his Death Row label and made it a NFT label. So if we're not getting on top of that and being onto the digital world, learning what's to come, it's like that'll be another thing that skips us, and we'll be missing out on money on that too. Because like I said, it's the pimp and the whole game, and all the artists, no matter what they say, they've been holed out since the time we get into it. But that's just how it is, and we just accepted it. So it's like, now we can take the power to be, like how Kanye did with a stem player and controlling his power music. If more artists step out to do that, we understand that. Now they want to change the narrative for the Grammys, how they're saying they're outdated, and the biggest artists that come to the show, we can do our own shows. If we're actually going to stick together and do that as a culture, that'd be great, but I don't see that happening within the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay. Now, you talked Snoop with the NFT label, and then you said Kanye. Now, Kanye's whole statement is, I make money in the real world.
True.
Now, Snoop has been doing it for many moons now, and he went digital with it. So, if you had a choice right now, I know you're doing the whole little thing yourself, but realistically, which way would you go? Would you go Kanye's way of cash in hand, or would you try and do this digital?
I like cash in hand still.
Man, thank you.
I like cash in hand still to this day.
Because I thought it was crazy that he was selling tickets to a concert.
We don't want to miss that wave, but people can say, hey, the dollar's losing value. Nah, the dollar gonna always have value in this world. So everybody, there's an age difference in the age gap. They won't understand cryptocurrency. So if you're dealing, and most of the people that are in those higher positions, they're older, so they're not going to understand what it's like to have that cryptocurrency. And then some people that like in that generation gap, that's like maybe from high school now to like 21, they too high to understand what's happening in the metaverse or whatever. So it's like they're not going to understand it and get it. Right. So it's like, nah, I'd rather just have cash in hand. I'd rather go anywhere with cash in hand, because I don't know, cash is still cream to me. It's still gold. So,
love cash. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Yeah. I really love it when it can't fold in my pocket. I love that one.
Yeah, that's what I like, the big bags.
Now, when you get to the level and you actually start going state to state, like you plan on your little promo tour, I won't say little, let me scratch that. On your promo tour, as you're going through these cities, are you going to be looking at major artists or different artists in those cities to try and like feature with or bring them on?
I'm searching now to find a feature that makes sense to me. I want to break in on my own merit, on my own music and my own ground. I don't want nobody's feature to carry me in and say, oh, he's popular because he got a feature with them. But I understand the way the game works. Me getting the feature is an introduction to a mass audience that I don't have now. But it has to make sense. If I'm budgeting everything as an independent artist and you tell me, like, not to throw mans under the bus or whatever, or knock him, I reached out to Mozzie, I wrote a hook, I had a demo for it, and it was just like basically one line. And after you record that one line, then I can copy, paste, edit it, and make it for the hook. And the number that they asking was substantially high. I had it, but it's like, okay, if I take this and I give you that, it's not guaranteeing me success tomorrow.
Right.
Now, if I take that and spread it out over a 6-month time and put different pieces here, make sure I'm hitting these blogs, make sure I'm getting to these shows, so on and so forth, that would do me better than landing this hook. Because that hook is not going to guarantee me what I want the next day, you know what I mean? So I'd rather take the slow route than just betting it all on the line. Now the rapper mentality, like, oh, you a hustler, you'll get it back. Okay, yeah, I can get it back, but the stuff that I did to go get that, sometimes I don't want to keep taking those risks over and over, you feel me?
Facts. Now, if there was a major artist out there and money wasn't an issue, what major artist would you like to do a feature with? Or have a feature from?
Right here, right now. I'm working on a song right now, and I wrote the hook, and I wrote it within the temple of maybe Future, or Lil Durk, or like a Kevin Gates. So, or one of those type, they do the singing with the hood singing. So, like,
now that's a big lane.
Yeah.
You went Future, Kevin Gates to Durk. That's a huge lane. Like,
yeah.
So
it is,
you almost have like an old soul to you for you to go all the way back to Future.
But Future still has a pull, or he's like the Atlanta Godfather.
Right.
But right now, Atlanta is like the mecca of music. Any and everything that's popping comes out of Atlanta first.
Facts.
For worldwide music, you feel me?
That's facts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, bro, I've been online all day long talking about, because I got some papers from Billy to read up on you, and I was like, this dude really knows his shit. Like I gotta be on point on my interview. Like I gotta sound intelligent. And, like you can't play with some people sometimes, but the way you've come across is you are a student of the game, but you're a student who is a teacher. And it comes across on how you talk from when you were doing promoting to doing the writers to moving from that country to this city, and how you still carrying on that whole mentality of the whole business side of it is almost like a breath of fresh air, because you get some artists here that just want to, let me just sign, let me get this money, let me get this chain, let me go get this foreign, and you seem to have your head more on straight than that way. I mean, I'm seeing you shine, you know, I see the shine, but
yeah, I did that on my own too. No label did that. I got a foreign outside. I mean, but I don't be posting that and bragging about that, because that's not the end goal. My end goal is to be a well-known, a household name artist, and have everybody listen to my music worldwide. So, but the little spoils that come with being a rapper, it's nice to have. It's nice to show off, but I know what come with it.
Right, and it's great because, you know, a lot of cats have their IG is leaning on somebody else's car, or I love the money like a phone thing. Like, where are you at doing this? So I can come see you real quick in that dark ass alley, and you come out without a phone.
Nah, they're doing it in a well lit place, so that don't happen.
Bruh, with rent money. Like, come on, bruh. When did this ever become cool to have all this money by your ear? Like, I don't get that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I did it in the video too, because they say until you do that, you're not a rapper. Until you do this, you're not a rapper. So I said, hold on, let me go ahead and put this up to my ear. I don't know who I'm talking to, but hey, now I'm a rapper.
we talking to the money. We hoping for some more to for some more to jump on this pile. I get it, but damn, every other picture though, let it go. Do one.
But that's all they got. That's all they basing it off on, because that's what the people want to see. And I feel like that's my disconnect from people. Like, I don't do all that, so I don't have that attention to grab, like, oh, well, he really lit, he really popping. I make money with music, but I don't need to show all y'all that. Right. I don't want to make myself a target like that either. Right.
Now, one last question before I let you go, because I know you're a busy man and everything. Do you consider yourself beat-driven, or are you a lyrical-driven artist?
All right, so when I do my music, when I put songs together, I have to like the beat, but I still want to say something when I'm rapping. I don't just be, oh, the beat is hard and let me just say anything. No, I put a thought process into my music. Like, I argue with people all the time. It's like, you thinking too hard. Just say this and say that. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't just make those simple ass tracks like that. Like, no matter how it may dumb down it may seem to you, it's like, I thought about it before I said it. It's like, I never want to just be like, I mean, the music that's be dropping now today, boy, it be having me hot. Like, man, what the, like, why am I not on? Like, what is it? What am I doing wrong, yo?
Yeah.
Like, but I always think about it. I try to make sure that it's relatable to the crowd that I'm trying to reach in the audience, without being too dumbed down. So I like the lyrics, and I think, like, that's another thing that helps me back here in the West Coast, because I'm not making that super hype, like, type music. Like, I'm actually rapping. Like, I have stories, I have storylines, I have concepts, so on and so forth. And from what I'm hearing from the LA to about here, that really nobody else is doing it in that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real common here. And shout out to Miss Keisha B. Live. She was like, please say lyrical, which you did. But I think lyrical is slowly climbing back up the mountain, because
I like what you said. Hold on, not to cut you off. Like, yeah, it's all popularity. It's like everybody that's popping is popularity. It's not really talent. It's just that they're popular where they're at and they're pushing it. And it's like, and that's the slow pace for me. I've been here like 4.5 years now, so I don't got that popular groups or whatever. And it's just, you see Sixx at a show, Sixx pull up by itself. Sixx don't have an entourage and all that. I'll come in, handle my business, do what I gotta do, and I'll be out.
Well, can't do nothing but respect that. Bruh, like, thank you for taking the time
I
out of your
appreciate
busy
it.
schedule, for sitting down with me and chopping it up and giving us a little peek into what is making young Sixx the great success that he is on his way to becoming. If somebody wants to get a hold of you to get some music or some ideas or some NFT instruction, please let them know how they can get in contact with you.
Right on my Instagram at Young Sixx.
Go ahead and
That's the
spell it
best
for
way.
them.
I'm on my IG. My IG be on my hand all day, so you can get to me at Young Sixx, and my email is there. And if you want to get in touch with me through the email,
Give them a spelling of Young Sixx, because when I looked you up, it was like four of y'all.
YOUNGSIXX, Young Sixx, at Young Sixx on Instagram and Twitter. You can go to my official website at www.youngsixx.com. Yeah, it's the best way.
Well, once again, I'd like to say thank you for taking time out of your busy
Appreciate it.
schedule. Like I told you before, your music has been playing all day long. It will stay in rotation here on hype-radio.com.
I appreciate it.
Shout out to Billy Knight from One Umbrella for
One Umbrella.
connecting me with you, bruh. Like, I love Billy to death. He's the truth.
Yeah.
You are always welcome. The minute that you want to slide up here, bruh, please let me know so we can plan on you coming in live, and we'll work it out.
Vice versa. If you need drops for your mix shows or your radio or anything, hey, send me the skit. I'll get it over to you. 48 hours or less.
Should have never said that, player, because I'm working on a whole new skit. The wall behind me now is white because I got new logos and new banners coming in and the whole shit.
Hey, send it through. Hey, send them through my DM. I'll make sure to get them back to you, brother.
I got you. I appreciate you. Well, thank you for coming to the Spotlight. I'm your man, Shadow. This has been another The Spotlight showing. We was highlighting the artist, Mr. Young Sixx, who was on his way. Please, bro, when you get to the top of that mountain, don't forget the little people that was down here for you, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No, we're going to all go together.
Say less. I'm with you. And let me know what's up on the video.
I got you.
All right, bro.
Take
Well,
care. Hype Radio, I feel you.
You be safe, bro.
You too.